boys, it's Dub Minton. I'm coming at you with another reaction video. Man, I thought this video was done, bro. I thought the Michael Jordan versus LeBron thing was done. When LeBron passed Kareem, it's nothing else you can say. I promise you. I promise you. Y'all holding on to them 6 rings, bro. I promise you, when he passed Kareem, LeBron for sure had the best career. But 10 reasons Michael Jordan is the GOAT. I'm going into this thing unbiased. I know. How you gonna say that Michael LeBron is still the GOAT, but you're not talking about you're going into the video unbiased? Shut up. Going into this unbiased, man. 18 minutes long. God dang. Look, man. I ain't ready to get into this. If you're new, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below who you think better, LeBron or Jordan. Don't forget to follow my Instagram at tb.doug. Get into it.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be talking about the greatest basketball player of all time. That is Michael Jeffrey Jordan. And I'm going to be giving you guys 10 reasons why Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time.
Alright, let me stop.
Now, before I dive in, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you can, give this video a thumbs up, because that'll help me out tremendously. Also, if you find this video very informative, send it to other people who think Jordan is the GOAT, or doesn't think. At number 10 of why I think MJ is the GOAT is because he is the greatest scorer in NBA history.
Let's be real. Michael Jordan, the greatest scorer. Let's be real. How is he the greatest scorer if he's not even the leading scorer of all time? Let's be real. Let's be real now. Come on. Michael Jordan, the greatest scorer of all time? Stop it, bro.
When it comes to scoring, Jordan is first in regular season points per game, he's first in playoff points per game, and he's first in finals points per game. He has the most seasons averaging over 30 points per game, and he also has the most playoff runs averaging over 30 points per game.
But I'm not gonna count.
And when it comes to the playoffs, Jordan is also
90s,
impressive, having the most 50-point games as well as the most 40-point playoff games. He has the most consecutive 10-point games in NBA history at 1,041. That is playoffs and regular season included. He also never scored under 15 points in a playoff game, and he has more 50-point playoff games than he has sub-20-point playoff games, another impressive scoring feat. Also on MJ's resume, he's a 10-time scoring champion, the most ever. He won 7 consecutive scoring titles, also the most ever, and he led the playoffs in scoring 10 different times, again the most ever, with 6 of those years being consecutive, again the most ever. And Jordan in his career averaged over 40 points per game in a playoff series 5 different times, and he's responsible for 5 of the 7 highest scoring playoff series in NBA history. And when it comes to the NBA Finals, he has the highest points per game average for a final series at 41 points per game, and the cherry on top, he also has the highest scoring playoff game in NBA history at 41
points per game in the finals is crazy. No matter who you're going against, they made it to the finals, so you can't say the team is trash. 41 points per game in the finals.
3 points. So that
no matter if he was playing against
the greatest scorer of all time.
Mailman.
Now, in addition to being a great scorer, Jordan was also dominant on the defensive end, and that is reason number 9. Jordan was dominant on both ends of the court.
Defense, I can give you that. See, I just gave him that. Defense, dominant on defense, for sure. I can give you that.
Offense and defense, making 9 all-defensive first teams, the most ever in NBA history. He was an MVP and a Defensive Player of the Year in the same season, and he was the first player to ever accomplish that feat. He was also the first player to ever have 200 steals and 100 blocks in a single season, and he's still the only player in NBA history with multiple 200 steal, 100 block seasons. In addition to that, he led the NBA in steals 2 times, and he has the second most blocks in NBA history for a shooting guard. And in his prime, he could guard 1 through 4 fairly effectively. He couldn't guard 5s, but 1 through 4, he could definitely hold those guys.
I know who can guard 1 through 5. LeBron.
Guys, and at his absolute peak, he was explosive, had great quickness, and he was a dynamic defender. And later on in his career, he was a much smarter defender, had a much higher basketball IQ and a defensive IQ. He was more measured, he didn't gamble, but still he was a great team defender as well as a great individual defender. And that separates Jordan from all the other great players in NBA history.
I got a question, really. Would you say Michael Jordan is locking down Stephen Curry? Be real. It was nobody like him in the 80s, 90s, whenever, like 90s when he was his prime. Do you think Michael Jordan is locking up Curry? Let's be real.
Now, something else that separates Jordan from
Me
virtually
personally,
every other player in NBA history is that he never folded in the finals. And that is reason number 8. If you go through NBA history and look at the...
Oh my gosh, bro. The only finals you can bring up is the freaking only finals you can bring up is the Mavericks, bro. Stop it. God dang, how many times you gonna bring this? Oh, bro, it's 2023. Let that jump go. Let it go. Can we talk about how he got knocked out of the playoffs multiple times? Swept multiple times? Can we talk about that? God dang, bro. Every time you mention Michael Jordan, you have to bring up LeBron because you know he's better. Come on.
In the finals, and that is reason number 8. If you go through NBA history and look at the top 10 players of all time, all those guys had a down moment in the finals. Tim Duncan in 2013 had the horrible missed layup. Magic in 84, he choked numerous times.
So we finna act like Tim Duncan is not the greatest powerful. A missed layup?
Times at the free throw line, as well as driving the clock out. Bird in 81 did not play up to his great standards. LeBron in 2011 absolutely choked. Kobe in 04 shot his team out of the series. And Kareem in 84 looked old, and he looked washed on the biggest stage.
What about the playoffs,
For Jordan, you simply cannot look to any moment in the finals where he didn't show up for his team.
What about the times he couldn't make it to the playoffs?
Being a
what about the times he couldn't beat Bird?
And winning all 6 of those times. Now, something else very impressive at reason number 7 is that Jordan is the best playoff performer in NBA history.
How? Please tell me how. How? He got swept multiple times. How? How? See, this video is not making sense, bro. That's why it's so short.
He's the all-time leading.
I'm not even listening to this one. Not listening to that one, because that's cap. I don't want to listen to that.
He has the most series averaging.
Don't want to listen to that. Shut up, bro. I don't want to listen to that.
He was only outscored in one playoff series ever. That was his first ever series, and he only averaged less than 30 points per game one time in his career for a playoff run, and that was also his rookie year, where he averaged 29 a game. Also, some great evidence of why Jordan is the greatest playoff performer of all time. He has the most 50 and 40-point playoff games. He has the most consecutive 10 points.
Bro, is we going on points or wins? Because when you do it, bro, you know it's crazy because now that LeBron is scoring because he can't pass and all that because the team he's around, now that LeBron is scoring, y'all say he's stat padding. How is this not stat padding? How was that not stat padding? 50 points wasn't getting you wins. How was that not stat padding? What was this? What was it? You should have been dropping 70 against Bird. Where was this at? But LeBron do it as stat padding. But Michael Jordan, oh, he just an all-time scorer. Shut the fuck up.
Games in NBA history at 1,072. And if you're keeping count, Jordan in his career only played 1,072 games. So yes, he never scored under 10 points in a playoff game. And I think when you talk about Jordan in the playoffs, he was always an unstoppable force, a great scorer, a great all-around player on defense.
Couldn't be that unstoppable if he got swept.
Rebounding. He could do it all for your team.
Let me stop. I'm supposed to be going on.
The only way you could stop Jordan is if you played like the Pistons or like the Knicks, and you had 4 guys focusing on him at all times. If you didn't have a great team defense and a great team chemistry, you weren't even going to compete with Michael Jeffrey Jordan. So all those reasons are why I would say that Jordan is the greatest player performer of all time.
That's cap.
Now at reason number 6, we have the fact that Jordan dominated his era.
Bro, I would have dominated that era, bro. I'm telling you, I would have dropped 60. I would have dropped 60. I would have made them thinking I'm a wizard. In the 80s, 90s. What is he doing with the ball? They would have called Travis so many times just because they think I would have been, I would have made, come on, bro. What? They would have called me a wizard, bro. They would have called me a wizard. I would have, bro.
Jordan won 4 MVPs, 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs,
bro,
a 6-time scoring champion. He made first-team All-NBA and first-team All-Defense 6 times. And his team during that stretch was absolutely dominant. They won 60-plus games all but 1 year, and 2 of those years, they won 72 games and 69 games. And during that whole stretch from 91-98, when the Bulls had Jordan playing, they never lost 3 games in a row, whether that be the regular season or the playoffs.
That's a good stat.
An absolutely staggering stat.
That's
and when Jordan was playing, his Eastern Conference was one of the toughest conferences in NBA history. You had Ewing's Knicks, Larry Johnson's Hornets, Mark Price and Brad Daugherty's Cavs. You had Shaq and Penny on the Magic, Tim Hardaway and Alonzo Mourning on the Heat. You had Mutombo's Hawks and Reggie Miller's Pacers.
I'm sweeping all of them by myself.
Some all-time
this man just mentioned the Cavs.
Jordan
What? The Cavs ain't been good since LeBron was on it.
And if you
the Cavs just got back good again without LeBron.
With his team during that stretch,
I know they wasn't good back in the 80s. I don't want to hear that.
6-0 versus the West, 25-1 versus the NBA. They beat 10 50-win teams and 7 60-win teams. The NBA at this time had absolutely no chance with Michael Jordan on the Chicago Bulls. And if you still doubt how good Jordan's competition was that he dominated, I want you to look at this. Out of the toughest playoff runs in NBA history, ranked by opponents' win percentage, Jordan's Bulls have 3 out of the top 10 toughest playoff runs in NBA history: the 97 Bulls, the 98 Bulls, and the 93 Bulls.
What's number 1?
The only other team that has 3 runs in the top 10 is Kobe's Lakers. So that...
What's number 1? And I'm telling you, the only people that are voting that is the freaking... I don't even want to be disrespectful, but it's the older people. Like my grandpa and them, bro. Bro, that's the only people that's saying it.
Show you that Jordan had.
It's only tougher because they was fighting back then. That's it. Not skill wise. Not everybody skill wise, but bro, I'm telling you, it was only difficult because they the refs wanted them to fight.
Dominated that.
Refs wanted them to take each other head off.
So that is reason number 6 of why Jordan is the greatest player of all time. Now at reason number 5, we have the fact that he never.
Bro, now I'm finna get upset. Jordan created super teams. How the bro, never created a super team. What is you talking about, bro? Is you telling me Jordan didn't create the big 3 first? Is you dead serious? Jordan didn't
create a super team. And like I said, Jordan was playing the tough Eastern Conference, and early on in his career, he was getting beat down by the Celtics as well as the Pistons numerous times.
And he couldn't beat them, so who he got?
And during that time, he did not leave Chicago and go form another dominant super team. He stayed with the Bulls, and he stuck with the process, and he ended up winning 6 championships.
This nigga is, oh my God, I don't like people like this. I don't like people like this. How are you not going to mention that he got people around him? He got Steve Kerr, he got Dennis Rodman, he got Scottie Pippen, he got the pieces around him. And you throwing shots at LeBron, boy, if I see you, it's bro. Ooh. Look, bro. To say that he did not create a super team is crazy, and you're just riding right now. Like, you're going crazy right now. No hands. You're going crazy right now, bro.
He stayed with the Bulls, and he stuck with the process, and he ended up winning 6 championships because of that. Other modern superstars, like LeBron, KD, Kawhi, they have left their team numerous times to go form other teams with other All-Stars.
Kawhi? So not Kawhi?
Jordan simply did not do that. He stuck with his team and his one All-Star teammate, that being Scottie Pippen. And that kind of segues played on the fact that Jordan is the most clutch player in NBA history. And if you go through all the film, you can find numerous times where Jordan hits clutch game-winning shots. And if you want to look to the NBA Finals, Jordan has some iconic moments. Of course, in '98, he had the amazing shot and that entire amazing sequence down the stretch. In '97, he had the buzzer beater in Game 1, and he also had a clutch 3 in Game 5 of that series, which was the flu game. And if you look at other forgotten moments, in the '91 Finals, he had a big-time shot that tied the game and sent it to overtime. In '92, he had the series-clinching free throws that gave the Bulls their second championship. In '93, he had numerous clutch plays on the stretch, and he had all but 2 of the Bulls' points in that.
You wanna know what's crazy though? Like, after Kyrie hit that 3 and then LeBron hit the free throws, nobody talks about it.
Quarter. Now that right there,
nobody
is
talks
watching
about
the games and seeing how good Jordan was. But if you want the actual stats of how clutch Jordan was, I'm going to show you right now. And unfortunately, these stats only go back to '97, so we don't have data for Jordan's prime. But just looking at Jordan's stats in the clutch and his fourth quarter stats in the '97, as well as the '98 playoffs, here is what you get. Jordan, for both these runs, keep in mind both these runs, was first in fourth quarter points per game, first in fourth quarter total points, first in fourth quarter finals points per game, first in fourth quarter total finals points, first in clutch points per game, which would last 5 minutes of a game with a score within 5 points. He was first in total clutch points, and he was also first in total clutch time points in the finals. And keep in mind, that is for both the '98 as well as the 97 playoff run. No other player in NBA history was first in all those categories for a single playoff run besides Michael Jordan, and he did that.
I promise you, nobody brings up these stats. Like, now
so
he's
if
just
you want to
reaching.
go the stat route on who's the most clutch, that right there is some damning evidence. Now, another thing I want to look at is how Jordan performs in the big-time games. In Game 7's Jordan for his career only went into 3.
Why he didn't perform in these big-time games when he got skunked? When he got swept, why wasn't he doing it this good then?
31, 8, and 7.
I'm not, bro.
Once again, very good.
The fact that y'all called this man Black Jesus is telling me everything I got, like everything I want to know. Like, y'all see no bad in this dude. Like, it's crazy. Y'all look at him like he's not human. It's crazy. I don't get y'all.
Would that be a Game 5?
I would never in my life look at LeBron like that. Oh my, bro.
Or Game 7.
I would never in my life look at another man like that.
7.2 boards and 6.6 assists. So Jordan definitely showed up in the big-time clutch.
Y'all call this man Black
now,
Jesus.
Now, at reason number 3, we have the fact that Jordan is the most influential player in NBA history.
Oh my God, that's cap.
And entering the league, Jordan was drafted in '84, and that was with Magic and Bird still in the league. And after they retired,
well, that's probably not cap. He probably is the most
face of the NBA.
It's some of LeBron, to
and
be
with Jordan being the face of the league, he took the game global at the '92 Olympics. He was the most famous American athlete at the time, and he revolutionized what it meant to be an athlete on and off the court.
But right now it's LeBron. Like, more people gonna say LeBron than Jordan.
And Jordan, he really was the first global NBA star who was known worldwide. And the NBA today would not be the same if it was not for Michael Jordan having a huge influence on the international basketball culture.
That's facts.
And I think one thing that Jordan had an underrated impact in is that he showed teams as well as GMs that you don't need a big man to win a championship. Prior to Jordan winning 6 championships, it was common knowledge you needed a dominant big man to win. You needed a guy like Wilt, Moses, Bill Russell, Kareem, Hakeem. You needed a dominant big man to win championships. And Jordan, he changed that. He revolutionized what it meant to be a score-first guard, and he had a huge impact on guys like Kobe,
so just forget
Carter,
Dennis Rodman and
Allen Iverson,
Scottie Pippen,
all
right?
Guys who would go and influence future generations. So I think Jordan being the most influential player of all time only contributes to his case as the GOAT. Now, at reason number 2 of why Jordan is the GOAT is because he has so many iconic and memorable moments. I'm going to name a couple, but there's just tons and tons of iconic games.
If I don't know it, it's not iconic, I'm telling you.
The first one I can think of is game winner in the national championship.
I know that.
At UNC when he was a freshman. And that was kind of the start of Jordan becoming a superstar, not only in college, but also for NBA fans. The 88 slam dunk contest is also iconic. He had the free throw line dunk that won the contest for Dominique. He had the 55-point game, the double nickel in Madison Square Garden, only a few games after his comeback. He has the playoff record 63 points versus the Boston Celtics, the most ever in NBA history, and he did that against 5 Hall of Famers. He has the shrug game in the finals, where he had 6 threes in the first half.
He lost that though, right? Did he? I think he lost that game.
Versus the Boston Celtics, the most ever in NBA history, and he did that against 5 Hall of Famers.
I think he lost that.
He has the shrug game in the finals, where he had 6 threes in the first half, including a record 35 first half points. He had the game in '91 where he switched hands in midair for absolutely no reason. Just another iconic moment for Michael Jordan. And the last 3 iconic Jordan moments that really stick out to me are the flu game in '97 when the Bulls were down 16 points, but Jordan would find a way to score 38 points, including a clutch 3-pointer that would give the Bulls a Game 5 victory. And of course, you have the shot over Craig Elo, one of the most iconic moments in sports history. He fakes right, goes left, hangs in the air, holds his pose, shoots it, nothing but net, and he fist pumps at the end. Just an iconic and extraordinary moment. But the most iconic moment in Jordan's career, and possibly in NBA history, and is definitely up there for sports history, is Jordan's last shot as a Bull in Game 6 of the '98 Finals.
I got Kyrie. I got LeBron
drives right, goes back, and hits nothing but net, and gives the Bulls their 6th championship. Just another iconic moment for the GOAT, Michael Jordan. Now, the last reason I have of why Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time is the fact that he has the highest peak in NBA history,
LeBron is still in
1987 to 1990.
LeBron is still in his peak, averaging 40-something points per game.
And during this stretch, Jordan was the most athletic player in the NBA, could dunk on anybody, had great handles, great shooting ability, He was actually a good three-point shooter, a great mid-range shooter, and a good ability. He was actually a good three-point shooter.
See, I should end the video right there because now you're just talking. Jordan is not a good three-point shooter. I should end the video right there. You got one more time to say something dumb, and I'm going to end it, bro.
Mid-range shooter and a good free throw shooter, and he could score at all three levels. Also, during this run, Jordan was at his defensive peak, and he was an absolute menace on the defensive end.
Facts.
When it came to shot blocking, he was a great shot blocker. When it came to getting the passing lanes and getting steals, he was also amazing at that. He was also an underrated rebounder on the defensive glass as well as the offensive glass. So prime Jordan from 87 to 93, that in my opinion is the best basketball player of all time. And right now, I'm going to prove that to you. During this stretch, Jordan was 7-time first-team All-NBA, 6-time All-Defensive First Team. He was a 1-time Defensive Player of the Year. He also won MVP that same season. A 7-time scoring champion, all those being in a row, and a 3-time MVP. And when it came to playoffs, Jordan averaged 35 points per game, 6 assists, 7 boards, 2.3 steals, and 1 block a game on 50, 36, and 84
That's
splits.
Impressive.
He had no flaws in his game. And when it came to the NBA Finals, Jordan was even better than he was in the overall playoffs. As in the finals, he averaged 36 points per game, 7.8 assists, 6.6 boards, 2.0 steals on 53, 42, and 81 splits. Once again, great all around, and during this time, he won 3 championships and won 3 finals MVPs. And in each of those final series, Jordan showcased something different about his game. In 91, he averaged 11.4 assists, the most ever for a non-point guard or a player not named Magic Johnson. In the 92 finals, he shot 43% from 3 after the media said he couldn't shoot it. And in 93, he averaged 41 points per game, an NBA Finals record. So that right there is why I would say Jordan had the greatest peak in NBA history. And after that, that is my 10 reasons of why I say Michael Jordan.
Look at him, bro. Let me say like this. This video is like, bro, it's a lot of missed facts. You gonna do a video on why he's good. You have to bring up the bad. Like, you can't just say, oh, because he did it. What? How you gonna bring up the playoffs and not say that he got skunked? Bro, look, man, LeBron, bro, this video didn't prove nothing because I need a video that's not biased. I need a video that's going to talk bad about what he did. Every video you bring up is always something good. When you bring up something with LeBron, you always bring up the finals, even if you like him or not. Or, like, bro, people can do that. LeBron fans can do that, but Michael Jordan fans, y'all look at him like he... Look, bro, you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at tb.dub, man. I'm out.